my voyeurs or if they knew anything about it. It never led to any answers.
Okay, now, tell me this. You've gone to places that you've been told to go.
Yes.
To meet these folks. Okay, and when you got there, nobody's there.
Right.
How do you reconcile that in your mind? Playing just tricks on you, being mean to you, what?
That they just don't care, like they're playing tricks, that they're too shy, or whatever. But, like, I try to tell myself it's not real, obviously, but I just cannot, like, shake the belief.
Okay, but how did they feel about you getting back around Andrew at this time? Well, these voices, what do they say about that? I assume that's not a happy time.
Yeah, just, right, I hear things like you're making a huge mistake. Why did you go back to him?
Why did you?
I went back to him because I realized that these voices are never going to be, like, they're never going to conceptualize, and I don't think they're ever going to stop. And, Andrew is really, like, all that
Oh, wait. Oop.
My daughter thinks that she is a white person.
I know.
The thing that terrifies me more than anything else in life is getting the stomach virus. I am constantly using hand sanitizer. I wash my hands at least 15 times a day. I use bleach wipes all the time. I'm constantly wiping down everything in the house. When I go to get the mail, I have a whole routine. I need to take the wipes with me, wipe the door handle, wipe the mailbox handle. Every time I'm in public and I get back in my car, I sanitize my hands first, and then I wipe down the steering wheel. If I even hear someone talking about being ill, I panic. My fears have also taken over my family's lives. I homeschool the kids because I don't want them going to public school where you can contract a stomach bug. Jesse has fears of getting sick and getting germs as well because of me. My daughter, Julia, also has anxiety. She rarely likes to leave the house. A few years ago, she didn't leave the house for almost a year. I'm afraid my youngest, Cody, will contract a stomach virus, and the rest of us will get ill because he's 3 and he touches everything. I want more than anything else to have a normal life for me and my children, but it's not possible.
If you want to have a normal life, then be normal.
Okay, Janine, how hard is it for you to be here today?
Extremely.
Tell me what it's been like to come out of the house, travel on public transportation, come here, go through all of this.
My anxiety is horrible right now.
Yeah.
It's been extremely difficult. The hotel room, I guess you never know what's happened before you've been in there. So I wasn't sure. You hope nobody's been sick before you stay there.
Right.
So I did bring my wipes with the special cleaner in them and wipe stuff down.
So you worked the room over?
A little bit, yeah. The door handles, the bathroom, the remote, the switches.
Tell me what's driving you.
It's this horrible fear of the stomach bug. I have this irrational, horrible fear of the stomach bug. I get panic attacks. I don't understand why.
What is the fear? What's going to happen if you get sick?
Right now, my biggest fear is for my youngest child getting it. I don't know, I'm not sure why, but I think of him waking up in the middle of the night and throwing up, and I panic, and I don't know, and sometimes just thinking about it will snowball me, and I'll go sleep in my car at night, so I don't have to worry. I feel safe that nobody wakes up in the middle of the night and will get me up, because I'm trapped in my car and I lock my doors. It's always the nighttime. It's always the dark time when my anxiety seems to be the highest. I sneak out and I sleep in my car. My car is my quote-unquote safe place. If I'm having high anxiety or close to panic attacks, I come here to escape. I can lock the car. I can be out here by myself. If my mind is racing and I'm afraid my son's going to wake up sick in the middle of the night, I grab my pillow and stuff and I sneak out and I sleep in my car. In the morning, as soon as it gets light out, I start to feel better. I go back inside.
Janine does a lot to avoid getting the stomach flu. Like she keeps the kids indoors. She tells the kids not to touch her face. The children are homeschooled. She never uses public restrooms, which means you go before you leave, and you come home before you have
Hopefully.
to. Yeah. So you won't go to movie theaters.
I don't like to, no.
The 3-year-old son has barely been outside, right?
Yeah, I'm okay, like, outside our house and, like, being out in nature, but I don't want to go out, like, I don't take him to a park or stuff because of the equipment.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm afraid of that.
And you wipe down all the surfaces with disinfecting wipes. You order boxes of cleaning products daily.
Well,
because you stay stocked up.
I am stocked. I am definitely stocked.
You have several bottles of hand sanitizer on you at all times. You have sanitizer wipes on you at all times. You often wear antiviral face masks.
I do if I'm at home and somebody is ill, I'll do that, or going to a doctor's office, I'm afraid. So I'll take it with me. I always have one with me just in case.
Wow. What's this? Let's go.
Well, joining us is Janine's son, Jesse, as well as a very dear friend of mine, host of the Emmy Award-winning show, The Doctors, Dr. Travis Stork. Now, I need to tell you up front that Dr. Travis says dirt don't hurt. What do you mean by that? And is she actually putting herself and her family more at risk for infection with some of the things she's doing?
That's what's hard for me medically speaking, hearing your story, because there's this myth out there that if we avoid all germs that we'll actually be healthier, but it's the exact opposite. You said dirt don't hurt. The reality is kids that play in the dirt actually end up with more robust immune systems. Not only are they able to fight off infections more easily, the very thing you're worried about, but Dr. Phil, less likely to develop things like asthma, allergies, autoimmune illnesses. And what's really cool is, and again, doctors, we're partly responsible for this, teaching people that all germs are bad. Most germs are wonderful. And what's great is as you play in the dirt more, as you go out in the world, you develop this massive, massive gut profile of good bacteria. And what these do is they help boost your immune system. They help protect you so that, God forbid, if you're ever exposed to a virus that can cause nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, your immune system is ready to take care of it. Your kid's immune system is ready to take care of it.
Do you know why you do these things? Have they just been modeled? Are you just mimicking? Or do you know why you do them?
I do them as like a self-preservation kind of thing.
But what Dr. Travis is telling you is you're actually making yourself more susceptible to getting sick.
It's a compulsion. You have to do it, and if you don't, you're miserable afterwards.
Okay, well that's what I'm asking you here. Are you doing the compulsion to stop being miserable? Or are you doing it to keep from getting sick? Because if you're doing it to keep from getting sick, you're misinformed.
For all of them?
I think.
Unfortunately, we're seeing more scenarios like this, and people still think they're doing the right thing with this compulsion to wash everything, to never go out, to never shake anyone's hands. And there's, unfortunately,
You already got that, so.
we're doing more harm than good.
You may be doing this for other than the apparent reasons, which can be very important in stopping doing it. Like I say, you got to define the problem.
Right.
You may be doing this for other than the apparent reasons.
But I want dark
And
wolf.
two, when you do something as ritualistically
Okay.
as you have, as repetitively as you have, then you have neurological changes. And these have to be addressed. Just as I was saying with you, this isn't pure behavioral or psychological. There are brain changes that happen, and those have to be changed to get out of this. And I don't want to just take this away from you without putting something constructive
like
back in
any
its
Beyblade
place.
4?
We don't break behaviors. What we do is we replace one behavior with a new, hopefully more constructive behavior.
So this one's even better.
good.
I'm gonna have to tell this why it comes with Earth Eagle though, or else she's gonna throw a fit.
Well, guys, I think I'm gonna leave it here. So, bye. Bye.